Hello, hello. Welcome to Stacy's Crafty Jam. Very excited about this flip through video. Yeah, this month of January 2024 has started off with a bang for me. Very excited, excuse me, about the LineDotArrow design team project. Oh, my voice is gone. Excuse me. That was going on in January for the grunge. It was called Grunge Your Art. And boy, I would have said I'm not a grunge person, but I said that about boho, and I found out that I like it, and I like this grunge. I think my grunge is a little shabby, but grunge is grunge. I think my boho was a little shabby too, but that's okay. That's all right. We can shabby anything up. We can do what we want. That's something I tell my granddaughter all the time. Well, you just do what you want, little girl. All right, we have amazing papers that we were working with from a design team from LineDotArrow. Thank you, Nathalie, for your designs. Thank you for allowing me to be on your team. I adore this team. I adore Nathalie, and I love junk journaling. And this is what makes me go ooh. I love it. So one of the pages, or one of the kits, was the grunge collage pages. Breathtaking. She is a pro at collaging design wise, just a pro. Then there's the Grunge Journal Kit. All of these links are going to be down below. You can get I don't know how she has them, but you guys, there's a code for you. LDA Design Team 40. I'll put the code down below. Use that code and you get 40 off. Okay. But there's your journal, your grunge journal kit. 22 pages in that one. 22 pages in that collage one. 33 humongous pages in the grunge paper pack. And this one has the full color, the black and white, and the sepia. So yeah, you get all the bang for your buck there. And then there's the gorgeous ephemera pack with lots of tickets, lots of beautiful tags, lots of ephemera. I really enjoyed this ephemera pack. And then there is the background pages. And the cool thing with the grunge background papers is that 30 pages, black and white, sepia, and color. The cool thing about the background pages is you can use this kit with anything. Like if you wanted to put these background pages as the backs of other designs or other pages, these are good. These are great to use on the backs, because I like to do that when I'm printing out my journal pages. Or you could use these just as plain old journal pages, but I like to use these on the backs, and there are some really neat designs in that. So anyway, this is all the kits that I worked with, and there's some of each kit in here. And this project kind of got bigger than I anticipated, but don't they all? Don't they all? I left the strings because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. So y'all just ignore that. But anyway, this is what I did. I used an Amazon, one of those brown Amazon packages thing you get, and so it's kind of soft, and it's, I don't know, can you hear? It's all, anyway, it's got a cool sound to it. I like that. Covered it with fabric, laces, layers and layers, and I made kind of a soft cover, but it's a little softy, but it's still stiff, but I did this this closure is just a fabric, just a cloth, cotton fabric, and I just stamped on it. Just stamping. Anyway, I kind of like the way that turned out. That's really kind of cool. So I made my own little fabric, and then, but this has to be tied down because she got healthy. Yeah. But all my projects get healthy, guys. And then I did a little dangle here. I don't know. This is a little grungy dangle. I had to put it on a ball pen. It's just silly little stuff. And then this is a ruffle, just a piece of a ruffle that I made. And I don't know why I keep lifting my thing up. I now have this. So let's just see if it works, guys. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, look at that. Yeah, look, I'm in the modern technical world, guys. Look at that. I feel like Pam from the Outpost or something. All right. Anyway, this is a ruffle that I sewed some vintage buttons on, That's pretty. Put some cheesecloth. I'm gonna lift it up anyway. Put some cheesecloth behind it. I love it. I love it. I liked this whole grunge thing. I'm gonna back out. Well, maybe a little bit closer. Okay. This is a vintage photo from my shop, but you know what? This from the TwoSisterJam shop, but look at the photo. It was like in the bottom of the thing, right? And it was all wadded up. What are you gonna do with it? I'm not gonna put it in a package for you guys. You know, I mean, somebody might not like that, but the grunge sure liked it. And don't you think that's really, oh, I don't like the way that glare is on there. But anyway, don't you love that grungy thing to it? And then I backed it on some cardstock, and then I backed that on some vintage German book page from our shop. And then I did some corrugated paper, some cheesecloth, and then here's the papers from the kit that I tore, more cheesecloth, our strings everywhere. And then I just kept, here's a dangle, and I just kept layering stuff on. So I sewed my signatures in, and then I put this on top, and I have it kind of coming around. And I don't know. I love this. I'll be honest with you. I love it, but it's a hot mess. See how this is layered on top of here? Yeah, I did my wonky sewing. I don't know. It's a hot mess, but I think it works for grunge. I'm going to say it works. Anyway, then I did let me come out some more. And then I did a flip. And I made this flip out of our genealogy pages from our shop. And I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the genealogy behind it. I put vellum on here, and I sewed. Did I sew on it? No, I don't think I did, because I forgot. Yeah, I didn't sew on the flip, but you can see here where it says family history. That's the genealogy page. And then I just kind of layered some of her ephemera from the ephemera kit on there, and some of my lace from my shop. And oh, this is sewing pattern paper that I crumpled up, and I smoothed out, and then I glued it down onto the genealogy page. So you got kind of some texture going on, and then I rubbed some ink on it. I think I did a live when I did this one, but I don't know. I can't recall. And then I did the pattern paper on this part too. See that? See that pattern? I love it. And then look, that 3 comes off the pattern paper, and then you can still see the genealogy page behind it. And then I did a vellum pocket, and then this is a part of the ephemera, and I just layered, backed it with cardstock, used a tab from one of her kits. I don't know if it was in this kit or when. And then I put there's some of our book page from our shop. Yeah, I rated our shop good. Our shop was rated for making this one. And then this is some vellum on here. I like this page, and I printed it on vellum. And then there's more vellum on here, and and this is her pocket. And then I like this vellum, and you can still see the genealogy page behind it. I didn't put a topper on this because I wanted this to lay flat, so I left that alone. And then I did some wonky sewing. And this is a page, and this is the inside of the journal. And of course I did, that's your flippy. It flips out. All right. And then there's 2 signatures in this baby. And that's, I think, why she got fat. I'm just going to say it. She got fat. But you know what? Chunky girls need love too. And they are so pretty. And I should know. Not that I'm pretty, but I'm a chunky girl. Don't you love this page? I can't help but making things chunky. And then I sewed on everything, and I used some lace. I love this lace. I get this at Hobby Lobby. And then I made a belly band using all of her ephemera and some cheesecloth. And then there's some of that paper I was talking about that I use for my backing pages. And then look at her ephemera that comes in the cards that come in this kit. Ooh la la. Did some wonky sewing. I covered this with a Two Sister shorthand page, cardstock. Yep, added some ink, did some sewing. We're done with those. All right, and then I have this Sears and Roebuck page from our shop. And isn't that perfecto? Look at that patina on that. So pretty. And then here's a page from her kit. And I made these little tabs. I was inspired by the Graphics Fairy, and I've been seeing Tabitha make them and Arlene Wheeler Perry make them. And I had a little make of them too. But these are the whale tails. I usually see people make them the regular ones, and I've got that punch on the way. So I'll get to make regular ones soon. But right now I'm using whale tails, but they worked out. They turned out all right. And then look at there's more of that background page. This one has the lines. So it all is good. Here's a book page from our shop. Old World Travelogues. Okay. Whatever you say. And then I made a little cluster. Sewed on my, this is some Zoe Mason Breeden. This is her tea dyed paper. She is great at making tea dye paper. And guys, it's got a little bit of a design on it. I don't know if you can see, but the colors are breathtaking. Her tea stain paper looks like coffee dyed paper. And that's what I like about it. Here's a cluster that I made, had it hanging off and put a little topper on it. And, but if you are interested in Zoe's amazing avocado dye, tea dyed paper, y'all need to message me or message Zoe. She's great at it. Now, this is one of the cards that came. It says Cheerful Card Company. It's one of those things that comes in a magazine, and it came in one of our vintage magazines. And I was like, man, I'm using that. I love it. It's got, it's a little bit of cardstocky. Here's a vellum piece. Love this page, but here's a vellum piece, and I thought it worked really good on top of this page. You can see the man behind there. But here's another one of her pages. I like how she incorporated the teal, blue, aqua. I don't know how you'd say it. I say teal, but I like how she incorporated that with the greens. And there's some pinks in this kit. This is some lace from our shop. There's some pinks in the kit. Look at this. Look at this turquoise. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous with the rust. Oh, it's pretty. And this, I think, in the background pages. Yeah. See how pretty that is on the back of that paper. And then here's a tag. It's a ticket that I just kind of did the little choppy cut, put it on the back of a cardstock, embellish this a little bit. One of our stamps from our shop. Yeah, I told y'all I rated the shop big time on this one. There is a ledger page from our shop. Love that. Love that. And the thing about our ledger pages is they're really, really sturdy. So yeah, I like that. And then here is some black lace from where it came. I don't know. Love this. I love how it worked with the black on this paper. Yep. Good job. There is more of that background papers. Love it. And then look at that sewing down here. I don't know. Can y'all see that? It's lovely. Here is a cluster I made. All of her ephemera, some music, and just little elements all over, but this is all ephemera from her kit. Here's that Zoe paper again, guys. You can't beat Zoe's paper. I love it. Sewed on it. See how nice that is. I love it. Good job, Zoe. Love her papers. Just did some sewing, put some lace on there. Here's a beautiful pocket from her kit. That background paper. And here's this is like a postcard letter thing. Anyway, it was in her kit. I just cut it out, sewed on it, and voila. And then here is, look at that pedigree chart. I thought pedigree was for dogs. I didn't know they did pedigrees for humans. But anyway, this is in the genealogy pages, and I said, oh my goodness, this has to go in my journal. Yeah. And I just made a fold out of it. See that right there? That was part of the paper, but I like it. It said grunge to me. Yeah, it did. All right. This is the center of the signature. I left this alone. Figured you could journal in it, but I couldn't. I just couldn't mess with it. I loved it. I like my sewing. I like it. I like it. Here's the other part of that pedigree chart. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I have a pedigree chart. I don't know what mine would say. Mine would say mutt. If I did a pedigree chart on me, it would say mutt. Oh my goodness. I think I got a mixture of everything. Did some stamping on this pocket of hers. I like this lace. I want to say I got this lace at Temu. I think I did. But anyway, I like my wonky sewing on it. And I love this page. I couldn't touch it because she's gorgeous. And then here's more of my coffee dye or tea dye from Zoe. in that background page. Lots of room for decorating or journaling. Yeah. I've been taking little hints. Oh, don't you love this ledger paper? Look at it. Oh my goodness. But I've been taking some notes from friends. Friends been telling me, listen, I want to journal. I want to journal in my journals. I'm like, okay. Not everything has to be completely decorated, but like this, you could journal here or decorate, whatever you want to do. And this is going to be available to if you want it, if you're interested in this. All you got to do is message, let me know. But yeah, she's going to be available. I like my sewing here. This is some lace I got at Hobby Lobby. It's not vintage, but it's cool. I like it. And I love the way it sits. I love the way this vellum sits right here. I love that. And here's the rest of that card. Isn't this say grunge? It does. More of my Zoe paper. And the rest of that book page. And here's another one of those, what do you call it? Tabs that I made. Little author tabs. Here's the rest of that Sears and Roebuck paper. Isn't that amazing? And look at this pocket, guys. Check this out. I'm going to have to get in close on this one. Look, this is a doily from our shop that I kept for Stacy. And I made a pocket out of it. But I left this part all good. I wanted this to hang off. I wanted this to hang over a little bit. And I created like a thin sort of pocket. And I put a piece of cardstock back here to make it sturdy. And this is, you had to have thin items in the pocket there. See, because that's about as thick as wide as it'll go, But I'm good. I think that's good. And then it goes like that. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty cool. I loved this pocket. I sewed this. I flipped it down, sewed that button on there, added some wonky sewing. And I adore this pocket. I when I made this pocket, I texted my sister. I said, oh my God, look what I made. I was quite proud of Stacy now. All right. Then we get to our second signature. I love this page. Oh my gosh. And then some lace from TwoSisterJam. And there's a journal page or ledger page. You can journal or decorate. I like the journaling on it because the lines are really nice. Look at this avocado dye paper. Can you see that design on there? The prettiest rich color of a pink. This is from Zoe. I did a cluster on there, and I love the way this cluster goes with I just love it. I love it. I'm going to back up. I love the way this goes with that. And then look at that. Oh my goodness. And I could not touch this one because look how it matches this. I told you this kit has the blues, the teals, the greens, browns, all shades of brown. And then it even has the pink, And then I love this page. And I used this vintage lace that is saved for me. We didn't have enough to put it in the shop, so Stacy got to keep it. Stacy and Dana did. Here's some more of her ephemera that all I did was back it with cardstock, and I used one of her pockets and just sewed on it. And then here's another Sears and Roebuck page. And if you'll notice on both of the Sears and Roebuck, I used some washi tape right here because I didn't want it to tear when I went to sew it in. And I like the way that looks there. I like that. But it says shop the easy Sears catalog way by phone. Oh yeah. Yeah. Sears isn't even alive anymore. Isn't that awesome? All right. I love this page. I love this alphabet. It's all grungy. Love that. And there's some background pages and my wonky sewing. And here's more of my genealogy page. This is in our shop. Love that. Elizabeth Pope, 1 cow, 1 mare, 500 pounds of tobacco. Oh my gosh. I guess it's listing off all the things that she owns. That is so odd. I did not read that till just now. That is amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh, our genealogy pages are really cool. If you like these, you want to go check out our shop. I'll put our shop link down below. Love this grungy page. Look at that. Oh, and then the brown vintage lace. And then here's another one of those tabbies that I embellished. I like those a lot. And then here's more of that lace, that goldy lace. But this lace is not vintage, but it really matches, I think. And then I like my wonky sewing. And I only wanted to do half the page with lace because I liked this design and didn't want to cover it up. Everything's moving on me. Yep, that was my reason for that. All right, we're going to back up. Oh my gosh, here's another pocket that I had to text my sister and say, look what I did. This is a doily that I had, a square doily, and I tucked it under because you can see kind of where I tucked it. And then I glued it to some pretty cardstock from the kit, and I left it kind of frayed down here, and then I sewed around it. I was going to add embellishments to it, but I couldn't touch it. I really couldn't because I just loved it. I loved it. And then look at this pretty color of the grunge paper there. And then all I did is I got her little tags, sewed on them, backed them, little topper, done. Yep. And then there is another one of those little cards. I think this came out of the Sears and Roebuck. Like you can get a 25-inch TV kit. Oh, I don't know. You learn how to make a TV. It's a project. I don't know. I want to learn how to. If it said learn how to make a junk journal, I would do that. But I'm not going to make a TV. All right, here is some vellum. Don't you love that the way that paper looks, or that design on vellum? And then I love the way it just sits on top of this Zoe paper. Oh, Zoe, such a good job. I enjoyed that. I've got to get more paper from you, Zoe, because I think I used up a lot. As you can see, here are some tickets tags that I just embellished on the tag, and back these with cardstock, and then I just put some stamping on that pocket there that came in the kit. This is the center. I like this for decorating, if you so choose, or journaling. I left some journaling space. I did. The last two journals I've made, I really have tried to add some journaling space. I like this pocket, and then here is some. I made that little tag from her kit and embellished it a little bit. This is from the kit, and yeah, add a little topper that's getting stuck there. Okay, there's that. I made a little cluster here. I love my little cluster here. I like it. I like it. And then that's on some Zoe paper. And the vellum. Look at that vellum on there. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? This is that collage paper, that collage design. Yep. And then here we go. Oh, you can go for electronics or auto mechanics or air conditioning. They'll do everything. Yeah. The national schools. I wonder if they're still in business. I don't know. But anyway, that came in the Sears and Roebuck thing, and I kept it and put it in here. There's a tag that I embellished with all her stuff. Look, I even did a, what do you call it? Staple, because that's kind of grungy, right? Why not? Oh, back to that with some French book page I had from the shop. I told y'all, Dana, don't get on to me, but I rated the shop good. I did. All right, here is more of that embellished tag. I made like 4 of those embellished tags. Put that on that Zoe paper. And then here's you got your journaling space. Here's some Two Sister lace. And then here's the rest of that genealogy page. Yep. I love this. I love it. And then there's some more of the background pages, the wonky sewing, and the pocket that I sewed on. And then here is some tags that I embellished. Look at that. That's some German paper that I got out of our shop. Yeah, we've got some really cool book pages and really cool everything, really. Look at that. That's from that Sears and Roebuck catalog. Yeah, that was, I love that. And then here I made what do you call it? Scrappy notebook. And I used my German page, and I used some math pages, and shorthand page, and something else. And this came from the kit, and some music. Yeah, I like that. Here's some yellow lace. Look, I was able to add it all of it. Black, yellow, brown, creams. Here's a pretty cluster I put on the rest of that avocado paper. Look at that. Look how that is so pretty on there. Love it. And I offset these clusters a little bit so they kind of come off, dance off the page. See how they kind of come off? I like that. Here's the rest of that ledger paper. And that is the end of that signature. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. And then this is a sack with the hidden pocket thing. And I got this idea a long time ago from Stephanie Davis. She makes these. She's really pro at it. And she taught me how to make these. But you take the bottom of a sack, you know, and make them with that. And I filled it with this ephemera here that I just added. You know, I backed it with whatever. And look, backed it with some journal ledger paper. And that's what goes in this little kind of almost like a hidden pocket. Yeah. And that is that. That is my flip through. Yes, I adored making this journal. I adore this journal. I'll be honest with you, she's going to be hard to say goodbye to for if anybody wants her. But I'm going to do it because I can make more. Right? Right? That's just the truth. I can make more. Yep. And I think she needs a home. You know, she needs to find another home of somebody that wants to decorate in her, or maybe they want to journal, you know. Yeah. And y'all just message me if you are very interested in her. We can arrange for you to own her. We sure can. Let me see if I can tie this bow. I'm trying to get it to where the fabric is showing that like I won't. Here we go. There she is. I had a good time making this fabric. I've never made my own fabric before. You know, where you do your own, you make your own design thing. Because okay, yeah, I like the way this bow turned out different than when I first started. That turned out nice, except this is turned around backwards. All right. Yeah, anyway, this is her. I think she's beautiful. And I love every little centimeter of her. I do. And I may add some dangles on here. I don't know. Whoever owns her can message me and tell me, do you want dangles or do you not? If you want to do your own dangles, I'll leave it. You know, hey, y'all just let me know. But anyway, I'm tremendously honored. So thrilled to be on this design team. Thank you, Nathalie. All of the ladies that are on the design team are incredibly talented, and I am inspired by everybody. Tabitha's project was out of this world. Joan's project, everybody's. Beja's, everybody's project was amazing. And I tried to keep up with them. I hope I did. Thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate your support. If you were interested in any of the items from that you saw today and whatnot, then go check out TwoSisterJam shop. Y'all may be interested in what we have. We do have some nice things. And y'all go and use the discount code for the LineDotArrow. It's the LDA Design Team 40. Yeah, and that'll give you 40% off. All the links for these kits, for the grunge kits, are going to be below. But she's got, I mean, a lot of amazing designs. I'm in the process of collecting them all, guys. Yes, I am. Yeah, and if you are new to Stacy's Crafty Jam, I invite you to come join me and everybody and have a little bit of fun. You know, trying to see maybe my take on things and maybe the way I approach projects and how they turn out. And yeah, that would be fun. I am so appreciative of everybody. Thank you for your support. Y'all have a fantabulous day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.